Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for the week of June 15th, 2018. I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Gray
What's happening, Donuts? I dropped the ball on that.
and Luna.
Hello, everyone.
Don't worry about dropping the ball. How have you,
Uh,
how have you guys been? Let's start with you, Gray.
I am tired and exhausted, and it's been a long week, but I'm made it through. I've come out on the other side, and I've got a long day ahead of me tomorrow and Sunday. But I'm looking forward to seeing The Incredibles on Sunday, and I guess it's a good thing to be busy, because being not busy would suck just as much. So yeah, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. What about you, Luna?
I'm doing good. Just been an extremely busy week in general. Got a wedding tomorrow, so I got to do things for that. And then Sunday's Father's Day. So it's just been ultra busy. I did have a lot of fun today with my coworkers. The whole company took us out bowling, so the whole company was there bowling today. Or most of us were bowling. About 100 of us bowled. The rest of them played Uno and Yahtzee. And some just hung around and chilled. But today was a great relief from how stressful this work week was. So, and then last weekend, me and my fiance did a little road trip, and I got to listen to a lot of my Japanese CDs that I purchased on the road trip. So that was really nice.
I
So
bet
a
your
lot that
fiance really appreciated that.
he didn't mind too much. He's not really into Japanese music. I did find one song he actually really liked.
What was it?
He actually commented on it. It was Ray Fu, and it was a song called "Take My Money," and he really liked the beat of it. He's like, "The song is dope," and I was shocked because I never hear a comment about it. Usually, it's just, "Oh, it all sounds the same." I'm like, "No, it doesn't. They're all different." But this was one that he heard it, and
How
he's
do you
like,
not
"This is
recognize the subtle
really, really unique."
differences?
I
Uh,
know. I know that's my reaction to but I mean he knows the major singers I listen to, but this was one that Ray Fu's a singer I don't listen to too often. One because it's hard to get her music, but when I do get on a kick by her, and this was a CD that I'm gonna don't kill me
For you,
Kyo
Sai Hunter.
yeah, Kyodisei Hunter brought me this one back, and I got to listen to it, and I was so excited. And he really liked to track up this album, and I was shocked. So that road trip though got me through a lot of stuff, which I'll talk about in the now listening section. But yeah, so that's how I've been, brain fried.
what what about you, Ken? How you been hanging in there?
I've been okay. I also had a fairly stressful week. I'd been busy. I had a friend from Japan visit, and just 2 days of back-to-back drinking,
Oh
uh,
boy.
Oh
and
yeah,
things
the
like that.
stress level is just through the roof there.
The stress level, because the first time was it was work drinking because I had to at a nomikai party that I had to go to with a couple other people in my not in my department, but in the department next to me, because I I talk to them more. It's the same department where the guy who really likes Kizaki Kaya hangs in. So yeah, just drinking there, and yeah, not too much. I did have a customer yell at me this past week, but
Ooh.
that was more his problem than my problem.
It's I've in my years of parking enforcement, I've always learned it's always their problem. It's never yours. And if it makes you feel any
Yep.
better, I had an incident happen to me Tuesday night that almost required the police to get involved. And I've told my superiors I'm not going back over to that area unless I have police escort. So
Wow. That bad.
yeah, it was that bad. But I really don't want to get
Wow.
into it. It was just not a pleasant
Don't blame
experience.
you.
But it's okay. I didn't get shot and everything came out good. So
That's good.
But yeah,
That's yeah.
with that, let's move on to what we've been listening to. What have you been listening to first, Luna?
Oh boy.
Besides the Reifu.
Yeah, I'll say what album it was. It was Ray Fu Bigger Picture. It was her one she did with her own record label called Ray Fu and the Fu. Very good album. I will say that. Very good. Every track is unique. So I also was listening to more Utada because I still am trying to get through all her albums. So I listened to Heart Station, which I finally got a physical copy in. I'm just mad it didn't come with the OB because all my other ones have OBs. This one does not. But I did listen to Heart Station, which Flavor of Life, I forget, is like one of my top songs. I
Oh
love that song, and I
yes,
totally forgot how much I loved it.
yeah, that's a
So
stellar song. I love Flavor of Life. That's
yes,
good pick. Good pick. Great song.
yeah, and I like Heart Station, but I still feel like Deep River and Distance were way better. Like way better. I enjoyed those albums way more. And First Love I actually enjoyed more. But I listened to that one. I listened to Exodus, which everyone knows how it's not a very good album. I will say Exodus '04, Devil Inside, and Kremlin Dusk are the best songs on it. Exodus '04 got stuck in my head for this whole freaking week because I listened to that album. That one, like, literally just got stuck in my head. And it's a good song, I will say.
Like my whole beef with that album, and I don't want to get into it here too much, but my whole beef with that album is the 95% of it to me just feels unnecessarily edgy, and it comes off
Yes.
very disingenuous in my mind. I'm like, it
Yeah, and
just
we'll
sounds like
get
she's
into it
trying too
later.
hard. But yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, that's one we'll get into later because I understand and I have some more opinions on that album.
yeah.
I also got to listen to Eddie Kitamura's RE Story album, which is really, really good. So this album came out a while ago. She's actually a voice actress. She did Saya in Blood Plus. It was one of the main roles. But the album is really, really good. Like, as soon as the first track came on, it started off soft, then it went straight into this rock type theme. And I'm like, and then with her voice, it was amazing. And she did change her voice up, so you can definitely tell she's a voice actress. But I really like her singing voice. And that album was really, really good. What else did I listen to? I listened to so many freaking things this weekend. I listened to Deep River again because I love Utada's Deep River album. It's definitely up there in top ones. I also was listening to some Namie on my workout iPod. I have a workout playlist, and Namie was on there. Kodokumi was on there. Elle was on there, who is a Japanese R&B singer who doesn't really do music anymore. So some of those popped up. I feel like there was something else big I listened to in the car because I listened to so many CDs on that road trip. It's like a 3-hour road trip total. And I went through so many CDs, and now I can't even remember what I all went through because I had so freaking many. Thanks to Kyorusai Hunter, who got me tons and tons of CDs. I've been trying to get through them. So I'll just stop with that. What about you, Gray?
Well, actually, Ken, why don't you go first? I'll be like a minute or two. You go. You always go last, so I'll let you go this time.
Okay. I've been listening to a couple things. My usual work soundtrack is always the same. I did add the couple songs from Suzuki Ari's new album, her new solo album, which was released last week, called "Do Me a Favor," or was it 2 weeks? I'm forgetting dates already.
I think it was last week, or was it 2 weeks?
I think it was
now I don't remember.
Yeah, her collaboration with Scandal, the song "Story," is really good. I would really recommend it. So for you, Gray, I'll send you the link for the
I would
CD,
love to
or
check
I'll
that
give
out.
it to you later. The Scandal song is really good. Her Distance song is really good on that album. I would highly recommend it. Also, I was listening to a lot more of the Sandai Mei J-Soul Brothers album. If you look at our Instagram, I'm posting a lot more on that now. So if you guys aren't following us on Instagram, you guys should at Ongaku. I really do like Rainbow. That first song, it's like I guess a R&B ballad. It's really nice. And no, just a couple more songs from our week or this week's indie corner. I'll talk more about that at the end of the podcast, though. So, but overall, not much. Usually the same things. When I go to Japan, they'll probably change a whole lot more because I'm planning to buy at least like 7 or 8 CDs personally.
Yikes! Oh wow.
Hey
Uh,
man, I gotta get some of those Bang Dream CDs.
Mm-hmm.
oh, I mean,
Which
you know, you can walk in
which is
a
a
book
sentence
off
I
in
never
Japan
thought I
and
would say in the beginning of this year.
shows a funny way of changing your opinion on a lot of things.
Yeah.
It has mine, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
But
just
yeah.
like,
But yeah, why don't you go now, Greg?
uh, well, for me, it is by and large been just Keiakizaka 46. I'm still listening to them. I've still got like I have four. They only have 6 singles. I've got 4 of them now. I just listen to them all in a playlist on repeat. Just I don't know that they're turning into comfort food for my brain, and I enjoy that. So I just keep listening to them over and over again. So I've been listening to them a lot. Um, Saturday after the radio concert, which I was unable to attend, but the pictures, like I saw Funimation post like snippets of video of the concert on their Instagram and Facebook, and holy Folito, what I would not give to have been there. Like that looked awesome. The fro was in action and just macking everywhere. The crowd was roaring. I'm like, man, I wish I could have been there. So yeah, so the next day at work, that Saturday, it was Bradio all day. I love Bradio. They're just one of my top favorite bands. They have a sound not like any that you hear nowadays, and that's why I love them. Like funk's just not popular, and it sucks because it's such a great genre. So, like, I love Bradio. I love Bradio. Um, Not this past week, but there was a couple weeks ago. I told you guys this. I'll tell the listeners this story. I was listening to Kanojo Hurricane, and
Hmm.
I love the beat of that song. It's got like a good rhythm to it that you can just kind of tap along with. Well, I got so into it, I was pounding my fist on the steering wheel at the truck at work, and when I was done, my fist was killing me, just like ow. So just love Bradio. And earlier today, I started listening. I went back and I listened to a little bit of Stereo Pony, because I was looking for. I was wondering if I had like a Utada playlist, which I do not. And I saw my Stereo Pony playlist and was like, I love Stereo Pony. I haven't listened to them in a while. So I put that I put that on, and I always start with Arigato, and I'll play that song 3 times before I move on to anything else, because that in my opinion is their best song. Um,
I love Stereo Pony. I miss them.
yeah, the world does. I'm certain they were such a great band, and they only had 3 albums, and then the lead singer had to get a polyp removed from her throat, and it ended her career, and so she can't sing anymore, and
Oh,
the band just banded. So that's why they don't make music anymore. It's sad. It's so
I
sad.
actually didn't realize that because I really like them. I have their 3 studio albums, and
Yeah.
they're, I mean, such great albums.
Yeah, I only have the
So it's
first and
really
last one,
sad.
but I still say Arigato is their best one, which is it's actually a really sad song because she's thinking an old lover of for the time that they spent together, but it's heavily implied in the song that that lover that she's thinking has died, because she has a line in the
Hmm.
song like, why would he take him away from me, or something like that. and it's just such a sad song, and she's kind of
Hmm.
lamenting that loss of that relationship, and it's so good, so good. Like I would recommend that song to anybody under the sun. Like it is their magnum opus. It's good. It's good. So like I heard that song 5 times today because I would jump to another song, and then after I heard it, I'd be like, well, let me go back and rehear this one because it's just good. They do have other songs that are equally that are very very good. Just this one's leaps and bounds above the rest of their work. Like I just recommend that. I'll recommend the band, but if you only listen to one song from this band, please do yourself a favor and check out Arigato. That song is dope. And other than that, that's all I've been listening to.
But yeah, with that, let's go into some news. As I open up my notes, tells you how prepared I am. We are going to do a Utada Hikaru artist spotlight on the 29th of this month, so please look forward to that. And with her new song, well, the album itself is called Hatsukoi, but she released a digital single called Hatsukoi 2 weeks ago, and it reached number one instantly. But now it's being reported that it reached number one again, making it the fourth, making her the fourth artist to reach number one for the digital sales 2 consecutive weeks, and the first female artist for this year to do so. So, which is really good. I mean, personally, I don't like the song, and we voiced our
Yeah, it's not
concerns
that
about the
great,
song
but
previously.
that's okay.
But,
Album should still be good.
which reminds me, speaking of Utare Hikaru, in the original trailer that for Kingdom Hearts, did we actually hear the English version of the song?
No, the first time we heard any part of the English song was their E3 trailer that they
Yeah,
showed.
yeah, I wasn't too sure about it, but yeah, so that's the only reason why I didn't do an article. But yeah, she premiered her English version of the song for Kingdom Hearts 3 all this past week, and we've heard it 3 different times now because of all the
Yeah.
trailers. I
It
think
was in
that
every press conference that was remotely relevant to Kingdom Hearts 3. So Microsoft's, PlayStation's, and Square Enix's. Cause
yeah, and
why
of
not
course
plaster
only
that
showing
everywhere?
like 5 seconds of new footage in each one.
Well, yeah.
So
To be fair, like we've known for a while, a lot of the new worlds. I think what was really great about this new trailer, or the one that they showed during Sony's press conference, which was the only press conference I could watch. Um, but we finally got to see like new returning places that we would get to go re-see, and that was really cool because I was wondering where we would go back to some of these places. So that was exciting for me. And Hercules is yet to miss a game, so congratulations. Or wait, never mind. He wasn't in Dream Drop. Never mind.
oh, he wasn't?
I don't think so. Because
Oh, just
Dream
the
Drop's
world?
Dream. Maybe he was. I don't know. I'd have to replay Dream Drop Distance, but I know he was in Birth by Sleep. I know he was in 358 Days Over 2. He was in Chain of Memories. He was in 1 and 2. The only one that he would not have been in was Dream Drop because the whole thing of Dream Drop is the worlds are still asleep. Um, although I saw they're bringing back the pets that you could raise in Dream Drop, the little Pokemon dudes. They're coming
Ugh,
back for the third
those
one.
things.
Yeah, the Dream Eaters I think is what they were called. So yeah. They're coming back, and but yeah, I'd have to look up a list of the worlds, but I don't think so. I remember Tron. I remember Traverse Town.
Ooh.
I remember Notre Back and Notre Dame. Those are the Three Musketeers. Those are the only ones I remember. Sorry, but yeah.
But yeah, we at Ongaka to You want to congratulate Utada on this achievement, and we can't wait for the album. More so because I want to hear the other songs besides Hatsukoi.
Uh, I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Oh yeah,
But
they're
yeah,
also going back to
continue.
Pirates of the Caribbean, which was really interesting. I thought that would be a one and done place, but no, we're going back. More power to
The
you.
models actually look really nice. I was very
Yeah.
amazed by that.
Oh yeah, they look a lot better than they do from 2. You go back and you play 2 now, and you're like, oh god. But the models this time around look much better. And the guy that they have pretending to be Captain Jack Sparrow is not doing a terrible Johnny Depp impression. So
But yeah, continuing on to so Sway from the rap group, I guess hip hop group Dober Infinity announced that he will be doing his first solo album, which will be released on August 29th. And it's called Manzana. Oh, well, it will include Manzana, which was released back in November, I believe. And you, Luna, know more about his work because he did a collab with another singer, right?
He's done a lot of collaboration. So there's a singer, an indie R&B singer named Hidomi. I'm a huge fan of her. She has a Twitter and Instagram as Hidomi's Rainbow. And he did a collab with her on, I'm tempted to get out of, I think 2 or 3 albums. I know her song, I think it was him who did the song Hot Chocolate with her. Not Hot Chocolate. It was on that digital mini album. The mini album's called Hot Chocolate. It was like a Valentine's Day themed album, and he was on that. He was featured on that mini album, and he's done a lot of stuff with other indie R&B artists. I really do like his rap. I'm actually a fan of him, and I'm really interested in hearing his solo album.
Yeah, I mean, I personally did really like the Manza. They had a preview, and you can get the preview out on our page, and I really liked it. It was really good, and I'm starting to really like Doberman Infinity now. I never
I
thought I'd say
really
that
like
too,
them as well.
because I don't listen to the yo hip hop stuff.
Yeah,
So
I don't.
it was a very nice surprise.
Yeah, I think some of it I like. I'm really picky on certain artists, and I really did like Sway's rap. And since I've heard it before, I actually didn't realize he was in Doberman Infinity until I heard him. So when I saw the name, I didn't know he was in it, and then I actually heard him rap. I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is neat, But I really want to hear how he'll do this solo album. That's the one thing I'm really interested in, see what it'll be.
Yeah, he did comment saying that there was various amount of things that he wants to do for this project, and that's the main challenge. And I guess that's for a lot of artists, because if they're gonna do something on their own, consider breaking apart from a group thing.
Mm-hmm.
They want to try to do things that doesn't associate towards the group, and they want to stand on their own 2 feet.
Yeah,
and so I'm kind of excited for that.
Me too, and I'm kind of wondering if he'll get any other maybe some featuring artists in there too. That would be kind of neat to have maybe some past artists he's done work with. I'm kind of hoping maybe he'll have like a special, on there. So
yeah, well, I mean, with Adi Suzuki's one, she didn't include any of her former Cute members, but she included a lot of other acts like Scandal and like a couple other bands, and other singers too. So, I'm interested to see if he is going to do some collabs with some other people that ain't really connected to his Double Infinity stuff.
Oh, so the song that he did with Hiromi is called I Like It, and it's not only on her digital album, it's also on her Best My Select album as well. So if anyone does want to check out some of his solo rap that he did with her, it's actually a pretty good song. So, and if I'm correct, her stuff is available on iTunes, so I'm hoping maybe his will too. His will be on iTunes too.
Hopefully.
I mean iTunes US, to be specific.
But yeah, continuing on to some new debuts. I really don't know how to pronounce their names. It's spelled EXID. EXID. I'm not too sure how to say it.
Hold on, I got food in my mouth.
But
if I'm correct, it's Exit.
Exit? Okay.
If I'm correct, it's Exit.
Korean girl group Exit announced that they will be debuting more so into the Japanese market. They've been making appearances here and there, but only singing Korean songs, but they're going to start singing Japanese songs now. And their first single will be Up and Down, which will also release on August 22nd. And it would include two Japanese versions of their songs. So Up and Down and another song called Cream. And with two different editions, and one of them will have an original Japanese song on it. I think it will be the first press edition. I'm not too sure.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, we did link Up and Down into the site, or into the blog for the site, and this music video was very interesting, mostly because I was watching it at work and I wasn't sure how to think about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a very innuendoed song. Well, I mean, with a title called Up and Down, I didn't know what I was thinking, but yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. This is another Korean group making their foray into the Japanese market, so I'll be interested on hearing what new things they'll bring, because as of right now, Twice is making such the big wave right now. So it'll be interesting to see some competition on the girl band front anyway. Because it's been mostly Korean guys that have been topping it recently, if I'm remembering correctly.
I'm really interested in seeing how they do, because 4 Minute also broke into the Japanese industry at one time, and they kind of remind me of 4 Minute. I was a huge 4 Minute fan. So I'm really curious how Japan will receive Exit, and also how they're going to do their image in Japan, because I think their Korean image might not go over as well in Japan as it did in Korea, but I'm really interested in what they'll do.
Yeah,
you never know.
I'm interested too. But yeah. Continuing on, I think you had news that you wanted to talk about, Luna.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, hold on. I closed it out. Dag nabbit. Give me a second. Because I had news, and this is how prepared I am and how scatterbrained I am today. So give me a second. So, I remember. I don't even have to actually look at it. I remember. So, for anyone living in the States, or at least who's close to the city, Ken Hidai is actually going to be performing in New York City. The concert will be held on August 27th and 28th, so he's doing 2 days. It'll be at 7 p.m. And it's kind of a big deal because he's celebrating his 20th anniversary. So he does acoustic concert series called Ken's Bar. So this will be kind of like a big thing, and it's really neat to see a Japanese artist as big as him, because he's been in the industry for a long time. He was actually one of the first Japanese artists I heard and remembered seeing on TV. They used to have a show called Pop Japan TV, and Ken Hidai was one of the ones who actually was on it. And I remember not knowing who he was at the time or anything, but they did show some of his videos. If you guys live in that area, I think it might be something looking into. The tickets are a little pricey, but I don't think they're that bad because it's a smaller venue. But general is $95, VIP is $145. The tickets actually are on sale now. They went on sale yesterday. So I would, if anyone who lives anywhere in the East Coast who can get to New York City at that time, it'd be something good to see. Unfortunately, there's no way any of us would be able to go see something like that with our locations. But if anyone goes sees it, gives us some feedback. If you can take some videos, tag us in it. I think it's really neat to see a Japanese artist coming to the U.S. and performing a concert, especially one celebrating,
Yeah, that is
an
really
anniversary
cool.
like this.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So, and the other tidbit of news is TV Tokyo has a music festival that they're going to be doing. They do it, but it's a mid-year music special they do. It'll actually feature some big artists: V6, Ken Hidai, Morning Musume, Rika Nakashima. So they're all going to perform there. Also, Wanima, Kanji 8, Nishino Kana, and Suzuki Airi will also be there. They're actually going to be some of the first acts, it looks like. So that's a big deal.
When is this again?
June 27th.
Crackers.
June 27th.
Just missed it.
June 15th.
And so 5:55 p.m. Japan time.
Oh. Okay.
So and it'll end at 10:54 Japan time.
5 hours, Jesus.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a huge one, and it says it's actually going to be one of the biggest TV Tokyo music festivals. So, and the host will be Tokyo's Kokubun Taichi. So, and he's hosted it for like 5 years in a row. But if any of you can see this, I wish if I had TV Tokyo, I think I can get it where I live, but I got to pay $15 for a month, I think, which isn't too bad. But I don't have any cable currently, and I really don't want to sign up, so I don't know if I can get this individually. If I
can probably send you mine thing, because I have to get one for the Senbatsu, which is tomorrow or tonight. So if you guys are interested, I'll probably be doing a live reaction.
How's our girl?
There's some
doing?
Other big artists. Nogizaka 46 is going to be there. SKE 48, AKB 48, Johnny's West, Porno Graffiti. It looks like a lot good, good mix.
A lot of the heavy hitters are going to actually be here. That's interesting.
Sounds awesome, and I'm going to have to look into the 27th. Sounds significant. I'm trying to think why. I don't remember why this is bad. Oh, that's the day I got to take the cat to the vet. Hopefully I can see it. I was just thinking of that. I just marked that on my calendar because somebody has to go see the vet again because he's still kind of sick. So I'm going to try to make this because I don't want to miss this. There's so many great artists performing. If you guys have any way to get TV Tokyo, do it. Great concert. I wouldn't want to miss it to see. So, and I think that's my last bit of news, maybe. Yeah, should be.
Okay, and then with that, let's move on to the Oricon. Woohoo.
Yay!
Yeah, let's start off at number 10. This week is very interesting. A lot of fun new stuff, actually. But yeah.
Oh, you didn't answer my question
stuff.
earlier.
Number 10 is a returning thing.
You didn't answer my question earlier. How's our girl doing in the Senbatsu?
I would not know. I am trying to keep every little bit of suspense because they stopped doing the counts after a while just to kind of hit suspense.
Okay.
So I haven't been following closely to the news anyway, but I like to keep the suspense. But I know for a fact that they stopped keeping count after a while. They only do it for like the first week or so.
Okay.
But yeah. continuing on, let's go on to number 10, and it's once again Cinderella Girls by King and Prince. 3 weeks in a row. I'm happy for them. This is a really good debut for them. And I really do like the song, so.
Oh, I love this song. I'm glad it came back.
So. But yeah. Not much we can say about it. We've been talking about it for about 3 weeks now, so.
Mhm.
If you want to hear our very first impressions, you can watch 2 weeks ago. If you want to hear Gray's impressions, I believe it's or Luna's impressions, it was last week's episode. But yeah, that sold a wonderful 12,653 copies. Gotta preference that because the number 9 spot sold 26 more copies. So going on up to number 9, it is USA with
USA,
USA. Are you doing the hip thrust also at every A? Because
yes,
the music video is something.
I'm sitting. So
You
it's
guys
a lot
should
more
watch
difficult. Yeah. They hip thrusted every A, and they were the most coordinated hitchhikers I've ever seen.
You guys are able to watch this. It's on Avex's YouTube channel, I believe.
Yep, and the full video is up, which is awesome. And it's a fun video. I definitely recommend checking out. It's a really fun and catchy song.
This is probably the most patriotic thing I've watched and or done this whole week. Just saying.
I'm doing the dance move, hitchhiking dance hop that they were doing right now in my chair.
Like, yeah.
It's a really good song. I'm very happy for them. Mostly because they used to do a lot of Kamen Rider stuff, so I'm kind of happy that they continued. So.
Do you think this is something that they could put at the front of a Kamen Rider?
No, I don't think so. Unless I go to USA.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, next year, they do a whole season where the main protagonist is American.
Oh my goodness! If they did that,
or a Japanese American living in or a Japanese American living in America, facing the hurdles that a young Asian of his ethnic background would face while going to school and fighting off evil. I'm just saying.
Story of my life. Story of my life right there.
Yeah. Thank you.
But yeah.
You can just make the check out to Keller Williams.
It sold a wonderful 12,679 copies. And I'm happy for them. I'm just hopping along with it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It was really good. And going on up to number 8, it is Shapeless by Tokyo Performance Dolls. I actually really like the song.
I did too.
I love this song.
It
was really nice. Some good choreography, and it was
a lot of white.
hey, not nearly as bad as 7. Nothing is as bad as 7. Dear Lord, they need a color palette on 7. I swear. So much white, it was ridiculous. I was like, golly. Except we'll get to 7 in a minute. But yeah, no, I like Shapeless. Like that was a really good song. And this is the first time I've really heard of Tokyo Performance Doll. So it encouraged me to check them out and see what else they have.
Are you gonna be another new fan for them too? Like the Little Glee Monsters?
I don't know if they've got the Little Glee Monster quality, but we'll see. They've got 3 singles on iTunes, so it's not like there's albums of stuff to acquire. But I'll check them out and see what I like and stuff. Hopefully, Shapeless will get on there soon.
But yeah, it sold a wonderful 13,551 copies. It's good for them. I'm happy.
Yep.
But yeah, going on up to number 7, it is Bloom by Superfly. And by goodness, I didn't know what to expect from this single.
Hmm.
So I got the limited edition. So it came with 2 discs, and I was like, that's very interesting for a 2 disc for a single. And the limited edition was because the second disc was pretty much an entire live performance. It was pretty much an
Ah,
album.
Which is
well,
awesome for them to include that with the single. I feel like you're paying a price for the single and you get a whole extra album. That's amazing.
Yeah. So it was good. I mean, it was all right. I liked it. I
yeah,
liked Bloom, and it would explain the pricing that I paid for it. It was like $40, I think.
Okay, that
yeah.
explains why, because you got the limited with the 2 CDs. So
Yeah.
No, I liked Bloom too, and the music video is pretty good. Just please inject a little bit
A
of
lot of
color
white.
into that thing. Like, oh, the only thing that's really in color is the singer, the lead singer, and she's got on some
Hmm.
outfit. I barely remember it, but it has some colors to it. But the rest of the environment is white, and I'm like, okay, come on, folks. Just, I don't ask for a whole lot, just a little bit of color. Is that so much to ask? Apparently so. So
there's one song in the single I really, really liked, and I'm trying to remember. It was Unison. I really like that song a lot, and I also like the orchestra version, of course. But I thought, in general, I listened to the whole single, and the whole single was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it was all her stuff that she does for dramas because she does a lot of openings for dramas now. I've kind of noticed. So
hey,
I
whatever
think
gets your name out there and sells singles and and
And she
sells
also
your
has the
stuff.
voice for it too, in the songs for it, I feel like.
yeah, because I believe Unison was the main song for Doctor X, which was really popular in Japan this past year. So, but, but yeah, this sold a wonderful 15,909 copies. And now we get up to the bit of the heavy hitters. It is once again at number 6. It is HKT48 with Hayokuri Calendar. Once again, getting on there. I
Hmm.
guess just building hype for the Senbatsu, which is
Yeah.
weird because we haven't seen SKE's song
No.
in a while.
Well,
Mm-mm.
well, I mean that song came out in January, so I don't know if it'll make a resurgence or not. So it is what
It
it
might.
is.
I'm,
It could.
I'm
I hope
trying
it
to
does. I
think.
love that song, but um, I was listening to it earlier this week, but um, it's just I don't know. I like this song a lot. I'm glad that it came back up. I felt like it was a little underappreciated because it's a good song. It's really
Hmm.
cute. Which I guess is the song's biggest criticism is it's a cute song, but I like it. It's a fun song, and it's nice to see the song get a little bit more love. And so, I'm glad it's on here. Simbatsu or no Simbatsu, I'm glad it's up here.
Oh, I know another gift to get you while I'm over there because when I'm in Japan, SKE's new single is gonna come out.
Yes, it is. Yeah, like
Ooh,
it
that's
comes out July
exciting.
4th, so I'm like, yep, yeah, I will.
Ikinari Punchy or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah,
Uh,
Ikinari Punchline. So I guess they're doing the manzai thing.
uh, maybe it's an homage to Punchline. That was a fun anime.
Yeah, and of course I'll try to get you the Jurina one. Type A. She's on Type A and B. Wow,
Well, you don't have
she's
to
going
buy
all out
both.
for Jurina.
like, like, ah, crap. I thought I cleaned up all that. Oh well. Well, sorry, in the
But
middle of
yeah,
recording, I knocked over a soda, so like that's why I was quiet for a while. I was cleaning it up, but I bend over and I see a lot of soda on the floor, and I was like, ah, thought I got it all. I'll have to clean it up later.
It's okay. I keep muting myself because I don't want people to hear myself eating because I feel bad. So if you hear me quiet, I'm stuffing my face with nachos.
I had
Well, it's
nachos
funny
before my
because
movie
Juna's
earlier
gonna
today.
be the center for this single.
That'd be
Yes.
interesting. I like her.
How could you not?
Well, I
She's a
mean,
sweetheart.
I mean, kind of just not really surprised at that, but yeah, it's interesting. She's gonna be in two songs for the single, and my girl Yamuchi Suzuran is gonna be on the B-side song, which is good. I don't mind that.
I don't know which one that is.
Don't mind that at all. It's
Yamuchi.
called Lavier. Yeah,
What's her
so.
last name?
Yamauchi Suzuran. I've been a fan of her since she debuted in Team 4. This is going way back because she was part of Team 4 and then they dissolved Team 4 and then she got brought into Team B and then she transferred to SKE. She is the #1 golf idol because she wants to make it out as a golf pro LPGA, well JLPGA now because it's Japanese league. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean I could go all in about golf, but I won't bore you guys with that details. But yeah,
Well, it
Hayokuri
helps.
calendar.
It helps you
So
have a professional golfer in your family.
yeah, it kind of does. But yeah, Hayokuri calendar sold a wonderful 19,082 copies. We're happy to see HKT back up again. I think this is their third or fourth time coming back up. So it's good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going on up to number 5. It is Catharsis by Radwebs.
I think it's catharsis. I think is what they're going for.
Catharsis.
Yeah.
Well, I can't speak English today. I can never speak English. Catharsis.
I mean the Google Translate says catalyst, but I'm like I think
Is
that's
it
supposed
catalyst, did they mean? Because katakana is really weird. I could see it meaning catalyst.
to be well
Does that make sense?
on the YouTube channel that we watch that has like all the singles and stuff, they had catharsis
Mm-hmm.
or catharsis
Oh,
with
okay.
a T at the end of it. So I think it's supposed to be
Yeah.
catharsis. I genuinely think that's what it's supposed to be. And that
Catharsis it
makes
is.
some sense given having seen the music video. I can see catharsis making a lot more sense than catalyst because I don't know, it's a weird song.
It is.
Yeah,
It's different.
I did not like the rap in it. I did like the chorus of the song, but
I
the rap
loved
was
the
kind of
chorus, but yeah, the rap kind of threw me. And I was curious if you guys felt the same way I did. Like the rap portions of the song really messed with the flow of the song in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, no,
And
definitely.
it's
Because
just like
once it got to the chorus, it sounded like regular Radwebs. But then when you get into the build of it and just everything with the rap part of it, I'm just like, what is this song? This really doesn't sound like Radwebs. And
Yeah,
I
I was thinking
understand
the same
if they
thing.
want to take a new evolution in music, which is what you got to do as an artist.
yeah, you gotta
It's
be constantly
interesting,
changing and
but
evolving.
it throws you really off from
Yeah.
the mesh of styles, so to speak.
It wasn't what I expected. As soon as they started rapping, I'm like, whoa, wait, they rap? What's going on? Okay. It just didn't fit to me either. I did like the chorus a lot. It was just the rap was very weird.
My favorite part of the music video is the facial masks that they were wearing. I would not mind owning that.
I thought when I saw it, I thought, oh, are they doing a song for a Tokyo Ghoul movie, a second one? That's what I thought when I saw those. If anyone who's seen Tokyo Ghoul will get
I can see that
kinda...
being in Tokyo Ghoul. Have you watched any of Re yet?
No, I actually regret ordering the Funimation limited edition, and I regret ordering it on Blu-ray. Funimation botched the whole Blu-ray, and it looks like So everyone is Funimation right now, and I'm regretting pre-ordering it months ago, and it was through Crunchyroll, and I can't cancel it because I don't remember my order number, and I gotta go dig through all my emails to find it. But yeah, I want to see. I think it's ReZero, right? ReZero.
There's Tokyo Ghoul, there's Root Alpha, which is season 2.
Oh,
And
you're
then
talking about Tokyo Ghoul. I thought you were talking about that new anime ReZero. My bad. Yes.
ReZero.
Wait, hold on. What did I? No, I only saw Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul VA. That's all I've seen, and the live action. Sorry, my bad. I got like all confused there.
Yeah, no. I was talking about Tokyo Ghoul. I haven't seen the live action one, and I haven't seen ReZero at all.
I haven't. Yeah,
I want to.
I wanted, but I blind by a lot of anime.
It
But
was really popular a year or two ago, but I didn't get a chance to see it when it was huge. And I know I could go on Crunchyroll and watch it whenever, but it's not in my wheelhouse of sci-fi anime, so it takes us. I have to be in a special mood to watch fantasy. I just do. It's not something I sit down and watch normally. Like I'll watch sci-fi like it's nothing, but if I'm not in the mood to watch fantasy, I don't enjoy it. So I've learned I've got to be careful with it. So until I'm feeling it, I'm not going to watch it. But yeah, I didn't know they messed up the ReZero release so bad. Yikes.
Oh, it's so bad that I mean the DVD, the Crunchyroll stream looks better than the Blu-ray. That's how bad it is. Yeah, it's really bad. So I don't know. When you said that's the first thing I thought of is ReZero because it's literally coming out and it's very soon. I might try to see if I can find my Crunchyroll thing and cancel it. But yeah, I mean the Red Wimps video really reminded me of Tokyo Ghoul with the masks. It's I'm just like, oh, is this maybe for a new Tokyo Ghoul live action? And since Red Wimps is done, they did the Your Name theme song, so that's why I kind of thought that maybe they're doing something Tokyo Ghoul. Oh. But the song was it was okay.
I didn't know they did your name theme song. That's a good song. Okay.
I'm saying I really like the Your Name one. I just didn't care for this one.
Yeah, the Your Name one's really good. But Your Name is an amazing movie. So
yeah. But Japan disagreed with us because, as you can see, we'll let Ken tell the numbers.
It sold a very interesting 26,097 copies. And it just gets a little bit outrageous here with the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
As we continue on.
We are only at 5, and we're already pushing 30,000. So, yeah.
But yeah, when we go up to number 4, it is "Take My Hand" by Kim Hong Jong. My Korean is just bad, so I don't know how to say that.
Hyunjun?
Kim Hong Jong.
Hyunjun would be my guess.
Hongjun, yeah, it's June. It's Kim Hong Jun. I actually really like this song. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I thought it was okay. The rock was interesting.
That's what I thought was really interesting about it because it was something I didn't expect. I thought it would be like a R&B type song or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, this is really interesting, and I think that's why I liked it was because of the rock in it. It gave it something different than what we usually hear. I feel like.
Yeah, because if I'm remembering correctly, he does a lot of ballad stuff, right?
Yes. I haven't listened to much by him, and I'm trying to remember, is he part of a group at all? That I don't know. I'm not up with a lot of current Korean music unless it's girl bands. And even then, I'm not even fully up to date.
Yeah, he's part of SS501.
Oh, really? Is. I actually know who they are because back in the day when I first got into K-pop, I was a huge fan of SS501. It's been years, so it's
part of that group.
Okay. That's why he sounded familiar. He looked really familiar. And I'm watching the video, I'm like, okay, he's in something. he has to be in a group. I don't remember what it is. He looks familiar, so that answers my question there. But I did like this because it was definitely something different.
But yeah, I mean, it was very interesting just to see a different style. But not much I can say on that. But it was good to see it nonetheless.
Japan liked
And
it.
that sold Japan really liked it. It sold a wonderful 44,086 copies right there.
I saw that. It did good.
It did really good.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to go up to the randomness of number 3, which is Denka Dendoden by Shiritsu Ebisu Chugaku. What does the Google translate to there, Gray?
Frustrating.
Frustrating, just frustrating.
The name of the song is Frustrating, and the group's name is Private Ebisu Middle School. According to Google
Yep,
Translate.
that sounds about right. And
And
it's
I'll say
interesting
that
because they did their riff on Sentai.
sort of, yeah, in a way. I mean, it involves a giant thing destroying a city, and they get shot by 6 laser guns at once.
Which was really interesting was the music video had Naomi Watanabe in it.
Mm-hmm. I love the video. I didn't care for the song, but I love the video.
Yeah, unfortunately, the song seems very generic in my mind.
It was
Mm-hmm.
But
very
the only
generic, but I don't know. I wonder if it sold as well as it did because it had the comedian in it, because I know she's uber popular.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Naomi Watanabe, she's really popular. So
I don't know. I mean, and people could just love it, but I found the song equally frustrating.
yeah, but yeah, like for me, because I've listened to a bunch of Idol, and now you have too, Grace. So you kind of know, you can kind of tell what is a pretty much a generic Idol song. Not to riff on them, but
Yeah,
the beat by beat, you're not doing much to progress the genre.
no. I think the music video. I I I will agree with Luna. I like the music video. The music video is fun. It makes no sense because I
Because it's frustrating.
I don't know what was going on at the end of it
Mm-hmm.
after they shrink her down and they're doing, I guess, a dance battle, but the she joins them in the dance. It is just, I don't know. I don't get it. Like it
Because
looked like
like
it looked like they were
songs
doing
like
like an opening for a movie,
Gang
but
2 from Gang Parade. That kind of songs define what the genre is for Idol, or what it's an evolution step. And that's why I think it's a much better song. So that's why I'm very sad that, well, that it didn't wow me, so to speak, and that Gang Parade didn't really come back on this this past week.
yeah, that was a good song.
Yeah, so, but Japan really disagreed with us here because
Yeah.
it sold almost as much as number 2, um, with 63,347 copies. This song was also fairly hard to find for the music video because haha Sony haha.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, going on up to number 2. I'm not really surprised by this. It is Teacher Teacher once again.
Our
Mm-hmm.
girls killing it.
Yeah, they are. They're
Yes,
still killing it.
still killing it and doing all those Senbatsu stuff. But yeah, and not much we can say much about that. If you want to hear our first impressions, you can listen to last week's episode where they took number 1.
I
Getting
think we
like
talked about
close
this over
to
a month
1 point.
ago because it was on because the music video was on YouTube like a month before the single came out. So we've
The
been talking
single,
about this
yeah,
for a
I'm
while.
remembering now.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time. But yeah, they're still killing it. Batsu is what, in a day or two? Oh, it's in a few hours. So yeah.
It's tonight. So as soon as I get off here, I gotta take a nap, and so I can at least look refresh, because otherwise it's gonna be very interesting Ken time when I'm watching this.
I'm just gonna
So
wake up.
yeah,
I'm just gonna wake up to the results, like, because I imagine you're just gonna send those to me in a text, and I'll be like, so when I wake up early in the morning, I'll be like, oh, okay. I'll either
Yep.
be really
I'll probably
yeah,
wait
disappointed
for
or
the
be
expect
results as
really
well.
excited.
I don't have a way to
expect
watch
that
anyway.
we expect the article in article right then and there. So yeah, look forward to that. If you guys do want to watch, I'll probably host something on YouTube, and you won't see my face, obviously, because I have identities to keep for work reasons. But yeah, I'll talk over it for the most part.
I
But
look
yeah,
forward to that
teacher,
actually.
teacher. Yeah, teacher. So they bombastic 79,679 copies.
Damn.
So close, yeah, close to 80,000 right here. But number one doubled that, which is more insane. And
Yeah.
we called it because we were
Mhm.
like we were thinking of the songs which might top it last week, and we thought that this group would take it, but we weren't
Mhm.
sure it would have been a very close one. But they actually ended up taking it, which is really good. And that number one song for this week, it is Innocent Days by Sexy Zone.
I loved this song. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and it deserves number one.
It
Oh
is a
yeah,
beautiful
I
song. It
definitely
is a
agree.
beautiful song.
So, and ballad
And
wise, really good. I really liked it, and it deserves all the credit for taking number
mhm.
one.
And I will say the B and C sides, because there are actually 3 songs on this single. I think they're all really good. Or no, wait, there was only a B side. There's also an instrumental. I think. Yeah,
What
I
was
like the B.
it?
It was the B side. I really like too.
Baby Romantica.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it was really good.
Mhm. I really liked it. So.
Luna was listening to it while I was and I overheard it, so it's really good. I personally only listened to Innocent Days, and then
Uh,
I just kept listening to it because it was really good.
yeah, Innocent Days is really good. That was a good song. Um, let's see.
So,
I think my comment was it's great makeout music because
Yep.
when I heard it, it reminded me of in the summers in the growing up as a kid. I would always go over and visit my grandmother during the day. She would watch me, and we would watch The Price is Right and all that stuff. And when they did like The Price is Right, one of the things that they would always advertise is like like all these like CDs and stuff where it's like they would be CDs of like make out music, but they would be described as like old hits and stuff like that. But every song on it is the same like slow, like it was always make out music, and I don't know why, but when I heard the song, I immediately started thinking of that. So I was like, oh, okay. So shows you guys where my mind goes sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, a childhood, even though I'd never heard the song. It reminded me of just some stuff. I was like, oh okay, but yeah, I really liked it. It's really good, and yeah, if you're making headways with a lady friend, put that on in the background. It'll help.
now I'm just gonna play Juicy.
Well,
I love Juicy.
Well, Juicy's not
Mm.
subtle, so I don't know. You might scare her off if you
Ooh, the
like.
song "Butt" is also really good, and "Lollipop." Oh my god, those videos. Oh, "Lollipop." Ooh, that's a good one too. And
No, you,
"Koso Koso." Oh, watch "Koso Koso." That is not subtle, but oh my god. Oh, sorry, I got
but
a little sidetracked there
the
when you said
problem is
Juicy.
like is there really a such thing as a make out music video? Because you're not watching it. Like if you're making
That's
out with a
true.
girl, you're
That's
not
true.
watching it, or you're doing it wrong. Like
Yeah,
in my
yeah, that's
experience,
true.
you're not watching it. You're focused on the other thing. So I'm like
You're practicing, right?
yeah, but yeah, I think yeah, I'm still Innocent Days is a good song. Even though
It's
I don't know,
really
I don't know
good.
if I'd feel comfortable making out to a song called Innocent Days.
You just don't look up the title.
Well, you gotta know the title to put it on. Oh,
You have to have a specific playlist that just says makeout playlist.
Yep, that would be on it. I can think of some other songs that would be on it, but yep.
Juicy.
Juicy's not a makeout song, no.
no, it's not. It's
It's
too
more of a
fast.
dance song. In my opinion, it's a dance song. I mean, a makeout song.
A
It'd be like some
makeout.
of those really R&B songs,
Yeah, it's
like
gotta be a good makeout
Boyz II
song's gotta
Men. And
be. It can't be too slow, but it still needs to be on
no,
somewhat
Freaky.
the slower side.
Freaky's not a makeout song. That's like it's not a dancey song, but it's more rockish. But
It's a
I do
rocky
get
song.
that.
I
Get
love
freaky.
Freaky though.
I do
Yeah.
love that song. Gotta get freaky. Now you're
But
making me
yeah.
like want to listen to Coda again. And Summer Trip, which is a really sexy cover, by the way. That's my new background for my cell phone.
I do what I can.
but yeah. Innocent Days sold a really good sales with making double of what Teacher did this week, and it is 148,284 copies.
It owned. It kicked butt.
We're getting to that point that we kind of already just know if you are gonna, the number one is gonna either sell breaking 100,000 or very close to 100,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was one week where I think it was like last week or something. But there was one week where number 2 sold like 140,000. I guess it was last week, because teacher sold over 1 million, and like number 2 was like in the hundreds of thousands. You're like, had it been any other week, it would have been number 1. But
Oh yeah, I think it was the V6 song if I'm remembering.
yeah, V6, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, with that,
no, it couldn't have been the V6 song because that's only because I'm looking at the monthly numbers right here, and that only sold
V6 took
81,000.
number 2 last week, so
Oh,
possibly could have.
yeah.
But yeah, with that, is there any other news that you guys want to talk about?
I'm trying to think.
No. Do we want to go over the
Not
monthly
the
singles rankings?
the what rankings?
The monthly singles, because they're out now
Oh,
for May.
we can possibly do that at the end of the month.
Yeah, well, we can
Oh,
wait to
yeah.
the end of June just to see kind of what's
I mean,
all in there.
well, I mean, we've already talked about all these songs, so I mean, it would just be going over the numbers.
Oh, okay. Why don't you go right ahead with that then? Gray?
Okay. Well, uh, let's see. I'm just gonna do the top 5 for time purposes. Um, because it is running really late. But number 5 was the I don't remember the name. I don't remember the Japanese name for this song.
Ayo Gambate. I
Yeah,
have it now.
yeah. It's just a tab down. But yeah, um, I remember all of us really liking that song because it's a good catchy song. Um,
Oh, is that Akiko Wada or
yeah,
Wada Akiko?
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yes.
her song.
I really actually like her music a lot.
Yeah, she's got a good voice. She's got a really good voice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, number 4, I don't know the Japanese title, but I have English Theory by Boys and Men. Or not English, Evolution Theory.
think it's Shinkai Riso. I believe that's what it is.
Oh,
I'm just kind of glancing at it.
the
By
Akiko Wada
Boys and Men.
song, the Akiko Wada song sold 105,345 copies for the whole month of May. So that's really good. And Boys and Men sold 143,000 all round. Number 3 is Wake Me Up by Twice. And they actually had a pretty good month. They sold a stellar 328,500 copies. Slight rounding, but they had a really good month for May. Cinderella Girl by King and Prince sold 613,000 copies. So they had a really good month, all things considered. And number 1 by 2 Miles in a Sunset was Teacher Teacher. Because, 1.6 million
Yep.
copies is just, that's just a number. That happens to be a million more than number 2. Like, it only sold a million more. Chump change. Just chump change. I'm telling you, Akimoto Sensei has got a lot to teach us as human beings. And,
I mean, that just murdered everyone. I mean, you look at numbers, it annihilated.
But yeah, I just want to do that real quick because I think it'd be nice to start doing that. Just real quick, go over the month and see what the top 5 songs for the last month were.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Is there any other news that we wanted to talk about? The Utada podcast will be in 2 weeks, the 29th. Oh,
yes.
We are going to be doing another live podcast, so to speak. It'll be next month, and we'll have more time to promote it than the other time, since our Generation one. This will be on a different server though, so we'll update you guys on that probably next week or 2 weeks from now. But yeah, also check me out tonight if you guys do want to just look at my reactions of who's going to be taking number 1 for the Senbatsu. And let's talk about this week's Indie Corner. It is a band called China, and they are a 5-member pop band. And what's really interesting about them that they use 2 other instruments. They use a violinist and an upright bassist in their band, along with a guitarist, a keyboardist, and a drummer. So I really liked it. I thought it was a very interesting sound from the violin and the upright bass. So take that as you will. They also have another project which is called the China Philharmonic Orchestra. They have like 10 other guys that help out and make it into a 15-member band, so to speak. And that has like a harp and a sax and a trumpet and tambourine. So it's interesting. So take that as you will. If you guys do want to see more by them, you can always check out our site. Their song, Ohei Sono Meizatsu Kotae, is the music videos on our site, and I would highly recommend it if you guys check them out. But yeah, if not, you guys can check us out on Twitter and Instagram at ongaku2u. You can reach us by email by ongaku2u at gmail.com, and you can check out our site ongaku2u.com. But yeah, if you guys are interested, check us out on our YouTube page also. And I want to thank our affiliates, Kroyu Hunter. He is a Japanese Twitch streamer, or an American, our good friend, but he streams a lot of Japanese games. I think he's going to start on what was it? He just finished Resident Evil, so I think he's going to go and do. He's gonna do. Oh, he's finishing up Beautiful Joe 2 right now, and he's gonna pick up some other games now. So check him out at twitch.tv/KyoryuHunter KYORYUHUNTER. But yeah, I want to thank you guys very much for listening to this week's episode of Ongaku to You. I'm your host Ken. Sign off, saying thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, for listening tonight. Please give us some feedback sometime. We'd appreciate it. I hope everyone has a good night. This is Luna signing off.
And this is great. You guys have an excellent weekend.